What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? It's Reem Bean. Welcome to another episode of Life of a Game Hunter / Collector. That series I started to give you guys a tidbit of what it's like to be a game hunter / collector, the shit you deal with all the damn time. This room, it needs to be cleaned. I got back from the convention a few days ago, and it was a blast. I got to meet a lot of awesome people, and we got, oh my god, we got so much stuff to add to this collection. And you're going to see the Sunday video, you know, the live hunting. It'll be this Sunday. It'll be a big episode. There's stuff from yard sales as well. So look forward to that. If you want to see some of that stuff early, or at least a little bit of the convention, my buddy Tatted Collector, me and him made a few videos, and they are ridiculously funny. There's even a rare clip of me haggling. Everybody wants to hear me haggling. It's actually a very funny part in one of his videos, and we kind of did a sucky side, good side of the convention. So go check that out on his channel. Let's go ahead and announce the winner to the last episode giveaway. That winner, sorry if my voice is still kind of iffy. Matthew Mozo, I don't know how you pronounce that. Mozo, you have won one of these pins. You can pick any one of these gym badges. I even have the Zelda tie clip right here. If you guys want to be entered into the contest for the next vlog, just be subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and that'll get you a chance to win one of these. I'll announce it, and I'll mail it out to you. So hit me up on Instagram to claim your prize. So anyways, guys, cleaning this game room is priority. Let's get on it. Alright guys, so one thing you probably noticed whenever we did the intro is I've got so much boxed games, and you're going to see all that footage, you know, this Sunday of me acquiring all that. I don't want to show you too much of it. Obviously you can see this very beautiful addition right here. I was able to get some N64 games that I didn't have for the collection, so that means I got 2 Atari Lynxes. Obviously I'm not going to keep, you know, both of them. They're the same ones, the Lynx 2. This was my old one. It's got a bit of a scratch screen and a few scratches all around it. The one that I'm replacing it with, right here, is very nice. This is going to be one I keep. That's going to be one that I sell. So if anybody's interested in that, I'll probably post it on eBay, and then just shoot me a message. You know that I'm going to give you a good deal. Oh man, all these boxes. I was excited about doing this because, like, oh man, I'm adding so many box games to my collection. But what are we going to do about it, though? I got to add 4 N64 games, which actually I can probably put right back there. I wanted to make this where I could easily add stuff, like you see, like this big box stuff up here. Well, not big box, but bigger box items, the zapper and all that, just to fill up space. Now those are probably going to have to come down, so let me give you an update after I figure out how I'm going to do this. Alright guys, something I wanted to talk about here. I picked up 3 NES boxes for an amazing deal. I mean, one of them not so, you know, it's not a high-end game, but for the price that I got them all, I think I paid like $5 or $6 for all 3 of these boxes with their manuals. The boxes are crushed though, but that doesn't really bother me. You can repair these things. You can, you know, iron them. You know, put a shirt over top of them and actually iron them down a little bit. I'm not worried about that. When you have these box protectors, like, let me give you a good example here. The Gauntlet 2 right here, you can see it's crushed. It's not a pretty box, but let me show you what it looks like. Actually, all these look like after you put them in a box protector. It really gives them a whole new look. So give it 1 second here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, check this out. Tell me that these do not look so much better. And you may be telling yourself, you really can work those dents out. You can make these boxes look really good. But if you have protectors, it really just kind of does it for you. It forms them. So as you can see, Gauntlet here, all I did was just put these in the protectors, and the way that they're made, they form right up, and they look a whole lot better, and they're not going to get any more damage unless you're crazy with them. So as you can see here, that looks so much better. Oh my goodness. Look at that one. That's awesome right there. Like I said, I can't remember, 5, 7, I have no idea. I can't remember. But those 3 right there, awesome additions to the collection. I got some N6. I got a whole bunch of Super Nintendo games we got to add. None of those boxes are beat up, but we still got to put them on the shelf, so let's do it. Alright guys, I just got done going through some of these Super Nintendo games that I get to add to the collection. I pulled all the games out. A lot of people ask me that. They say, do you keep the games in the boxes? I don't. Makes it a lot easier to put them on the shelf in their designated location, because as a lot of you know, I keep my SNES games over here for easy access. Not saying it would be hard to open these up, but I would much rather have them all in the same spot. Now, if I had a complete and box set, obviously, I would probably prefer to have them all inside their boxes, but I don't do that. I like to have these bare, that way I can, you know, pull them out, check them out, and just reminisce over them. But I'm adding some very awesome titles here. I may have some of these as doubles already, and I bought them for the boxes, so we do got to go over here to the SNES games and put these on the shelf, extend the ones down because we have that empty shelf over there. But let's put these on the shelf. No, I did forget to say, I'm sure people are going to ask, where do you get these box protectors at? I think it's, what is it, retroprotection.com or something like that. If you go into Google and type in retro games protectors, the #1 site will pop up. They're cheap. Order them in bulk. Don't go to eBay and buy them one at a time. It's a ripoff. Go and buy these things in bulk. They're very cheap. You'll end up with stacks and stacks of them. I actually need to pick up some more since I am starting to get a lot more boxes. So anyways, let's put this on the shelf. Let's see what we got. Alright guys, this looks a lot better. I was able to add these games up here. I did pull down the Zapper box and put that over here with the Lynx box. That'll be a good location for now. Look at Pinhead, he's getting crushed. I'll have to fix his little ass. Pinhead, you're supposed to be better than this. Oh, there you go. It's supposed to be the divider, the conqueror. There it is. He's probably going to get hammered again. But that looks so much better. I am so happy that I'm starting to able to add box games to my collection. I don't know who's winning right now. I want to say probably NES. I probably got more NES box games than, well, hell, Super Nintendo is a good second. I'm not sure, but that looks good. Next up, we got to add these games to the shelf over here. And since we have this bottom row right here, I got to extend everything down, get all these games that were not able to fit earlier, and extend this row at the bottom. So let's do it. Alright guys, so I pulled out all the games that were stuffed in here because I didn't really have the room, and now we're going to extend everything down and utilize that bottom shelf, which was the game plan. That's where we had the box Super Nintendo games, and now they are over there, which is awesome. But look at all these games that we got to add to the collection. Hopefully there's a double or two. That's what I'm thinking when I picked up the boxes. I couldn't remember if I had them or not. This is going to be some work. A lot of people like the way that I do this, the way I highlight games. The downside is anytime that I got to do a massive addition like this, I have to pull them all down. Whenever I'm grabbing one game, like if I wanted a game, you know, back here, I can just pull one of these down at a time and slide it out. It's no big deal. And they stay up there pretty well. But during these big transitions, when I'm adding all these games, this is when it's problematic. So let me pull all these down and we'll start moving everything down and hopefully have a good bit of room left over. Let's do it. Alright guys, they're all down, and the one, here's a little tip, because I had to do this a lot. Anytime that I add a lot of games to a set in my collection, I develop ways of doing it that make it easier. And the biggest thing that I found to make this the easiest is to work from the bottom up. So what I'm going to do is pull out what I think is about that amount of games, maybe like right there. Pull those out and just move them to the bottom, and then start adding these, working my way from the bottom up. That way I'm not sitting here trying to squeeze in more games than I fit, and I got to keep moving them down. It just seems to be the easiest thing to do. So let me add these here, and I'm going to show you what we look like at the end. Alright guys, they're all added. I tried to leave a room to add at least 2 games to each shelf, you know, as I pick them up. And then we added them all the way to the bottom shelf, and I got to figure out what to put in here. That's about right what I figured I was going to add to this collection. Very happy about that, and I get to add a few more display items. So I got them all over there separated in groups because they're somewhat alphabetized, you know, per row. It gets a little iffy, but it looks good to me and it works for me. So I'm going to add those and figure out what new additions I'm going to add to highlight. So let's do it. Alright guys, I got it done. As you can see, we got all of our highlights up front. And whenever I put a highlight up front, it's not, you know, to be the most high-end game. It's something that's nostalgic to me. You know, so it's either something that either is very nostalgic or something I have a lot of memories with, you know, regardless, and whether it's fun to play or just something that I added because I like seeing it. So anyways, we got all these all the way down to the bottom. Added a few more additions to the highlight shelf. Still got to figure out something to put in that bottom right hand corner. Right now we just got Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Fantastic game. So that's looking good. I'm going to finish cleaning up this room. We're going to check back in. I'm going to show you how she looks. All cleaned up and looking good. Here we go. Alright guys, here's something that I've been putting off, and like I like to tell you guys, I use my game room, so I'm constantly pulling controllers in and out. Sometimes I put them back in there without the cords in the proper place, so I got to go through this ottoman And I got a feeling I got extra controllers in here I don't need, which would be a plus. I can get rid of them. I don't need them. That might condense this down a little bit, so I need to clean this up. And I'm going to use the reusable black ties. And I tell you guys, just go to eBay, type in reusable black tie. These will come up. Search low to high, and you can get. I think I paid $200, or I get 250. I want to say for like $2 or $3 shipped, probably even cheaper. I can't remember. I buy them in bulk, and I have tons of them. They make a controller look a lot better when they're tied up with those ties, and you can reuse them, which is nice. So I'm going to clean this out, pull all these controllers out, see what I have. There would be no need for me to have 4 Dreamcast controllers in here when it's only me playing in the game room. If I got people over, we go into the living room. So let me go ahead. Oh, I don't even know what's in here. This has been put off for way too long, and I actually opened this up to add some controllers. I was like, man, let's get this done. Alright guys, I finally got through all that, and I was able to pull out and condense everything down into this. There are some multiples of controllers. I got 2 Super Nintendo controllers, 2 NES controllers, Genesis, that sort of thing. Just for the fact that I do like to have a buddy over here and we're playing that, because I can fit 2 people in the room. I just can't really fit more than that, so there's no need to have all these extra controllers. I got a bunch of Dreamcast controllers. I'm going for the Funtastic style series of the Dreamcast. I can't remember what that actual style is called, but it's like the Funtastic series. I got that, the Smoke one. I'm using the Sega Sports Blue, or it's not Sega Sports Blue. You see, I got the Dreamcast on one. The Sega Sports controller for most of my Dreamcast gaming. I'm gonna hang these on the wall somewhere. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today or not. I just want to finish cleaning up the room, get these controllers out. I got so many extras I can get rid of. I don't know why I had them, but for whatever reason they're there. So let's finish this up and clean this room up. I'm ready to be done and move on to some other projects. Alright guys, it's done. I got this room cleaned up as much as I need it to be. It's things are off the floor, put up. The biggest thing I got done obviously was adding all those box games and fixing the Super Nintendo rack, which looks amazing. Like you'll see in that very top right, those are just N64 manuals that I have for my loose games. I don't necessarily have the boxes for them. If I have the box for them, the manual's already inside, so that's probably, I don't know, maybe 50 manuals for some of my games. Probably not even that many, maybe like 20 or 30. I have no idea. I'm a bad judge when it comes to like counting something just by looking at it. Unless it's like a row of games, and I kind of got the idea of it. But anyways, as you can see over here with the Super Nintendo wall, that just looks awesome. I never thought my Super Nintendo collection would really be the highlight of my collection, and to me it is. I always loved the Super Nintendo, but my goal collecting it back in the day was really just to get the games that I wanted. And then it just turned into, like, there's so many hidden gems and games that I didn't get to play with the system, that this is just one of those systems that I collect for, that I will just get what I don't have for it, try it out, and I'm thoroughly in love with it. It's not a bad system at all. I don't want people to think that, well, you don't collect for it because you don't like it. I collect for it hard now. I just didn't back then because I just wanted the games that I really wanted to play. And like I told you guys before, whenever you're collecting, your goals on collecting change throughout your whole lifestyle or your whole lifespan of collecting. Like sometimes you want to collect more of one thing, you may want to get rid of some things, and that's just the way it goes. Like for example, my box collection. This is not a huge box collection. I do have some nice ones, and there's quite a few in there, but I had to sell a lot more than I could ever keep just for the fact that I didn't have the room before. Now that I have the room, well, I'm going box crazy now, so I'm making sure to get box slots. That way I can add box games to my collection, because I really love box Nintendo games. They're awesome to look at, to just go over, read them, and just see how amazing they are. And that's one thing that I really love about it. And, you know, like I said, some things change in a game room. Like I got rid of a few of my PS2 games. Some of the ones that I took for the convention for trade or just sold because I'm not going to play them. Not that it's a bad system, but I'd much rather have a game that I want to play versus one that it's just going to sit there. While the PlayStation 2 is awesome, I got rid of a few. But it may change. I may go right back to just getting all the exclusives that I can. I'll never collect third party for the PlayStation 2. That's not my style. You know that'll be for the original Xbox collection, which is, it's a big one. I need to do another room tour. I know a lot of people have been asking about that and going over everything. That's going to take some time because there's still a bunch of stuff I need to add over there, and then from the packages from subscribers, there's probably like 20, 30 games more I got to add to it. So I don't know when we'll do a room tour, but I'm sure it'll happen at some point. That Atari Lynx in the box, that's amazing. To have that, you know, in the box as well as the TurboGrafx Express If I get a Neo Geo box, Pocket, I will be happy. That is just those are, it's like the trinity of like expensive handhelds, but they're amazing systems. I am in love with my Turbo. I actually keep it right here so I can grab it quick. When I was at the convention, an awesome subscriber hooked me up with this, and this is beautiful. This is a statue of Link, but it is extremely huge, and everybody knows my shrine is so full. So I mean, there's Zelda stuff all over. So the only option I have with that is another shrine, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm guessing right beside it, all this stuff I may be able to move over. I have no idea yet. It's gonna be something. But until then, I don't have a spot for that, and it sucks because that thing is absolutely awesome. So as much as I love all the Zelda stuff, it's getting crazy. I may have to put the shrine just elsewhere. I have no idea yet. You know how the game room's always evolving. That's what I love. So anyways, guys, I know this was a shorter episode. We didn't do any work out in the shop, but that's how it goes with the life of a game hunter. I am sure the next episode we will be out in that shop. I know I got some games I need to fix, you know, just the usual. So anyways, make sure you go check out Tadded's page and look at those funny videos. Those things are hilarious. I watched those twice today. And if you have not entered for the competition to get one of those pins, all you got to do, hit the thumbs up, you know, leave a comment down below, and obviously be subscribed to the channel. So anyways, guys, let me know what type of changes you've done in your room recently, and as always, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.